Hello, everyone. This is Courtney Sanders with freewebadvice.com, and today we're going to be discussing cancellation of your hosting. So, this is a bit of a touchy subject because sometimes paying for the hosting is just not in your budget. Happens even though you pay annually. Most people pay annually. Some people pay monthly, but a lot of people pay annually, or they pay for 3 years at a time, 5 years at a time, 2 years at a time. However you've paid for your hosting, sometimes it just rolls around too quickly and at the wrong time, and they're not too favorable on giving you extensions. Now, here's the thing. Companies will give you usually a 2-week extension. Call them right before your hosting is due, and you will be able to get, or it's very possible that you will be able to get a extension on your domain name. The companies listed below are companies that if you purchase your domain name, they will give you an extension. They may not say it, but if you call them, they'll do it. So just a quick tip. Let's talk about if your hosting has been canceled and you had a fully designed website and it just so happens that your website is gone now. My first tip for you, well, my second tip, I suppose, is for you to get your files off of the website before they shut your hosting down. I forgot to tell you before we start this video to grab a pen and paper, but pause this video right now, grab yourself a pen and paper, and write that down. If you know that you will not be able to renew your hosting, or you're looking to change hosting companies, or I don't care, if your hosting is about to be up and you are not looking to renew it, go ahead and have your files downloaded. Now, if you're not an expert at downloading your files, or you have way too many files and you don't know how to operate an FTP program, which is a file transfer protocol program like FileZilla or another company like that, go ahead and have your designer or somebody who does know how to download files get your files off of there. The reason why is once they cancel your hosting for good, it's all gone. Now, your web designer, if you use a web designer, may be able to, may have your files there, but you can't, that's not promised to you. Sometimes designers have, delete their clients' files, or they may have an issue with their computer where their files have been taken off, or they may not be in business anymore. Either way, they may not have your website's files. So or your web pages, which are technically files. So if your website gets pulled off of the internet and the hosting company will not keep your files for you, yeah, your website, all the content that you have on there, all the money that you invested in having your website designed, finito, finished, gone. So understand that keeping your hosting current, keeping your hosting company happy by paying them, very important. This is also important if you've possibly violated their terms and conditions, which means they could have an abrupt cancellation of your service. Make sure you have your files on deck, and this is something, another tip, and we're going to discuss this at another time, making sure that your web designer has given you your raw files. They've given you your images folder. They've given you your all the contents of your file manager should be something that your web designer gives to you. Now, most web designers don't do it automatically because it's just an additional step, but it is something that you should request, because if it is ever a time that your website is canceled, the files are removed, all of your investment in your website is now gone. So that is just something that I want you to keep in mind when you're talking about a website cancellation. The second tip, or the third tip, I'm getting my tips confused, but the third tip is that some companies, which are also going to be listed below, will keep your files for an additional week or two, even though your website is pulled off. Now, they will also not tell you this. They don't want to do this for you. They may not do it for you, but it is possible if you're only a couple days late or only a couple days shy of you having your website canceled, or it's only been a couple days since your website has been canceled, they may just go ahead and reactivate those files. It's possible. It's definitely possible. So just understand that sometimes the company, even if it's pulled off the internet, just for, just for a few days, they may have it, but they're not obligated to keep it. And you can't rely on that. So what you need to do, what you got to do, is have your files on hand just in case you need to switch hosting companies, what have you. Yeah, so that's just a couple of quick tips about, what to do if your hosting company has canceled your account or it's been canceled or what have you. Yeah, save your files because that can be devastating. All right, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.